today's the first trading day of the month of April following the national holiday yesterday, Monday. The Philippine Stock Exchange opens this Wednesday up by 0.2% at 6,197, just below 6,200. Let's take a look at the Philippine Peso. It has opened slightly stronger at the get-go, 57.20 to the dollar. With me now for more here in studio is Emmanuel Leyco, the Chief Economist at Credit Ratings and Investor Services Philippines. So good to see you, Noel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes, so you've been hearing all that from our economists and market watchers from overseas. What do you make of it? The pressure of maybe slowing growth and then faster inflation?
Well, I think inflation remains, for me, a major concern, especially now that all of this happening in the U.S., the tariff program of President Trump will have its aftershock when we hear what the total Trump tariff policy program is going to be like. I look at, the U.S. is a major trading partner of the Philippines, and since we import so much and export less, we might be importing inflationary impact of the tariff program of Trump. And everybody that I've heard of in the U.S. saying that the tariff is going to be inflationary, and that's not good news for us.
And we're not even talking about the midterm elections, which could bump up consumer spending. So are we looking at a pause on April 10th?
Not exactly. I actually, right now, people are holding on their spending, holding out on their investment. Whatever investment program they had decided on last year, they're just basically continuing, and maybe right now they're watching what's going to happen in the next few days, few months, and make their perhaps a midterm adjustment in their investment programs.
Have you made your adjustments for the growth forecast, perhaps? I mean, all this wait and see is slowing us. I mean, you just looked at the PMI data. That has already contracted well below the 50 mark.
Yes. Actually, we're looking at a slowdown. Last year we slowed down. We did not hit our program, our targets. In fact, the targeted 6% was already an adjusted target of the Philippine government. We still didn't make it. So right now, we're carefully watching events that would lead to continuing growth or a slowdown.
So you're holding out for what happens in the next few hours before you make the adjustment.
Yes, before we go sleep tonight.
I won't get any sleep for sure because it's happening at prime time, Manila time. But it still is the fastest growing economy in the ASEAN. Let's just put this into context. We are slowing, but not by much, because the impact, most of those I've spoken with say is going to be minimal, although there will be impact.
Right.
So put that in context for us on the strengths that we have in a case where we don't know what's going on overseas, but we can control what we can, given that we are a service exporting country, more than goods.
Yes. My context goes back to the pre-pandemic period where during the pandemic we really dove down. I think we were the slowest economy, or we were the worst economy during that period. So being the strongest economy in terms of growth, I think we're just evening up what happened during the pandemic. So we're okay, but not exactly, comparable to what we should have been if the pandemic did not happen. And if the worst economy during that time was not as bad as we did during that period. So we're okay, but optimistic, I'm more hopeful than being optimistic. I hope that the ongoing political noise is not going to affect the economy. It's not going to hold back our investors, and remittances continue to be strong. I don't think these zero remittance really affected the Philippines. It's more symbolic than anything, But I think the remittances will continue to save the day for the Philippines. So yes, I am hopeful that will continue.
Just very quickly, your forecast for the Philippine peso now that you mentioned the overseas remittances.
It will remain stable.
57, 58.
Yes. I don't think the earlier forecast of 59 and even 60, I don't think that's going to happen given the turn of events right now. Even the US dollar is not getting that strong, considering that the tariff policy of the president is not really making headways in other countries. It's not being welcomed, definitely.
All right, we'll hold out for hopeful. Thank you so much. Emmanuel Leyco joining us, our economist here in the studio of Credit Ratings and Investor Services Philippines.